Hi, how are you? Matt Watson here from Carwow. So I'm sat in a Dodge Ram pickup that has been tuned by Hennessey. They renamed it to call it the Mammoth because it has loads and loads of power. Next to me is a Hummer H2 and we're going to have a drag race up a steep slippery slope. In fact, we're going to compete in a range of off-road challenges to see which of these two vehicles is best off-road. Now, if you like these kind of off-road battles, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to turn your notifications on. That way you won't miss when we do another off-road video. Okay, let me tell you how this is all going to work. So we're going to compete across 6 different challenges. The vehicle that wins each challenge will get 2 points. The vehicle that comes second or last gets 1 point. And if any vehicle doesn't complete a challenge, it will get 0 points. Anyhow, the vehicle with the most points at the end wins. Now we've got our off-road expert Darren up there who's going to be marking each vehicle as they go through the different challenges, and his decision will be final unless I can convince him to give me some more points. Anyway, let me tell you about these vehicles. This is a Hennessey Mammoth, so they take the Dodge Ram, they do some things to it, including increase the performance. You see, it normally has a 6.2 litre naturally aspirated V8, but they supercharge it. And as a result, it puts out 1,026 horsepower and 1,314 Newton meters of torque, which is a lot. We've got an 8-speed automatic gearbox with a torque converter, a low range mode, a rear diff lock. It's also riding on 37-inch tyres, knobbly off-road tyres, which is handy today when it's a bit rainy and slippery. It's a big old thing this though, it weighs 3 tons. Still, that's the same weight as that Hummer, that weighs 3 tons. It also has a 6.2 litre V8, but it's naturally aspirated. As a result, it only has 393 horsepower. Bit down on torque as well, 563 Newton meters. It has a 6-speed automatic gearbox with a torque converter, obviously 4-wheel drive, but let's find out a bit more about it from its owner. It's Paul from Centurion Automotive, purveyors of fine automobiles. It says on the side of the Hummer. Hey Paul, how are you?
Very good, you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'm good. I just want to check a few things about your vehicle, because I know the vehicle's engine size and all of that and the horsepower. Does it have a low range mode and does it have a diff lock like this does?
Yeah, both of them. The only difference is yours is a big yellow penis extension and mine's cool.
I think they might both be penis extensions. It's just who needs the bigger extension between us. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, what do you reckon is going to happen other than you losing?
It's not necessarily about who gets up there fastest. It's who does it in the most amount of style and who does it the loudest in these cars.
Okay, that's a good point. So let's do the obligatory Carwow sound check, okay, to have a listen to which car makes the best noise. I'm going to start, I'm going to set the bar, and I set it pretty high. Have a listen to this. I'll tell you what, I've got a soft limiter, which is a bit of an arse, but the speed that this big V8 spins up is quite impressive. Go on Paul, you show off now because I know you've got a tuned exhaust. Not gonna lie, that sounds awesome. You won that challenge. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually go towards the point, so lucky for me, really. I'll tell you what's lucky for you. If you're thinking about selling your car, all you have to do is click on the pop-out banner up there, follow the link in the description below to go to Carwow, just upload some photos, give a brief description, and our dealers will bid on your car, and you can find out how much it's really worth, completely free of charge. Now, you don't have to sell to the dealers that bid on your car. You can choose to or not. If you do want to, just choose the highest offer. They'll come to your house, take the car away, put the money straight into your account. It's dead easy. If you want to find out more about that at a later date, just simply Google "Help Me Carwow" and we will help you sell your car. Anyway, let's get on with this. Buy, sell,
Carwow.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, this thing just flew up there. I just totally backed off at the end. You know that was a race, right?
I was trying to take my handbrake off.
Just because I'm a good sport, I'm going to give you another go, right? He tried to jump the start, but it doesn't matter, look. Red all the horsepowers. Okay, same result. I don't think it made any difference whether your handbrake was on or off. This has just got too much power. What say you, Darren?
Even though you started in the wet mud, massive win for the Mammoth.
Nice work. So 2 points to the Mammoth and 1 to the Hummer. What we're going to do is drive along this little course here, then go round a hairpin, and the car with the fastest time wins. Darren's starting him. Oh, he's flown into there actually. Oh wait, he had to do a 3-point turn. He's going nuts. I tell you what, Paul, you didn't hold back through there, and that looked absolutely amazing. That thing just like bouncing through over the bumps.
It's good, but you mind your side steps when you go around there?
Well, they should stay in unless I try to get out halfway through.
Don't do that because you get your shorts mucky.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but I'm wearing shorts today, jean shorts, aka jorts, and already people have been taking the piss out of me slightly. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can beat him. What time did he do, Darren, by the way?
21.48.
Bollocks. Whoa, this is big, this is. The truck's quite huge as well. Can I get around here? It's far too long. Once again, I'm the truck. Oh, I love an innuendo. That was close. This is the scariest truck I've ever. Okay, now. That was really hard work, and I know I did poorly as well.
25.01.
That wasn't as bad as I thought. Yeah, he beat me by 4 seconds, but he almost destroyed his truck and the crew. Okay then, so that's 2 points for the Hummer, 1 point for the Hennessey, all square then on 3 points each. Everything to play for. This next challenge is about seeing how well these trucks can control their descent as they go down a steep slope. And the objective is to be the last one to pass the cone, which can go down the slowest. Now both are fitted with hill descent control, so we're going to run with that operational. And you know what, Paul, I reckon that what we should do to really test these trucks is to give them our full faith. We've got to believe in them. So I reckon when we start, we have to lift our feet up and rest them on the seats so that we can prove that we're not touching the brakes. Obviously, if you absolutely need to react, then you can press your brake, but we want to see how well these cars can control themselves. I'm going in 4-wheel drive low, and obviously I've got hill descent control on.
That means we get to see your legs then, yeah?
People will see my knees, and the fact that, yes, my outfit is very embarrassing. I'm basically dressed like a 7-year-old boy, or like the guitarist out of AC/DC. Shall we just get on with the challenge? Now, on feet up. Look at this. Oh, don't look at my knees, please. Don't look at my knees. Oh my goodness. That literally scared the crap out of me. And I think it scared the crap out of Paul.
No! God, please, no! No!
You're right, Paul. You had a little bit of a scary moment. I'm fine here. You're right. I've just passed the cone. Man, this is wicked, this system. I think it's one of the very best that I've ever experienced. Shane Paul almost died. So that was a really difficult one for you to judge, Darren.
I think you just won.
I think Paul just about managed not to die. This one is so good. I actually got out of my seat and sat here.
One of the slowest vehicles I've seen going down that hill.
So 2 for the Mammoth, none for the Hummer, and that means that the scores are 5 for the Hennessey Mammoth and 3 for the Hummer. In this next challenge, we're going to drive up these rocky steps and then down some slightly steeper rocky, slippery steps. And what this is doing is testing these vehicles' ground clearance and their chassis articulation. In terms of ground clearance, that Hummer has 246mm. This Hennessey Mammoth version of the Dodge Ram has 300mm of ground clearance. Both this and the Hummer have independent front suspension and a rigid axle at the rear. I'm going up here with 4-wheel drive low mode for the gearbox and axle lock. Paul will do what the car chooses because regardless of what he selects, it does the same thing. Let's do it, let's see what happens. Go on then, Paul, good luck. He likes to go quickly. I believe I can fly. Scary. That's one way up there, or not fully up there. Now I'm going to try and do it a sensible way. Nice and steady, proper, considered, grown up. I mean, this just absolutely did that a breeze. There we go, let's go down. Steadily does it. I've got 1,026 horsepower, but I don't need to use them all when I'm just off-roading. I can take it gentle, get down safely, securely, and in a fashion that doesn't render my vehicle completely f***ed. Anyway, that's probably a win for me. Let's see what Darren thinks. What won that challenge?
Vehicle that completed the course in both directions.
Which was the Hennessey Mammoth. So 2 points to the Mammoth, no points to the Hummer, and that means that overall the Hennessey Mammoth has 7 points and the Hummer has 3. I think I better get out and find out exactly what happened to the Hummer. You're right, Paul?
Yeah.
So looked really good.
Yep.
I thought you're getting up there, then you kind of applied more power and you're losing traction, which was, you know, for most people the right thing to do.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Are you even going to be able to go home? What's happened?
No, because one wheel points that way and one wheel points the other way. Tyre rod's gone.
It's not a really expensive fix, is it?
No, 50p.
Bit of an update. We've managed to repair Paul's Hummer. Looks a little bit more white and quite a bit smaller. But ignore all that. It's essentially the same thing, you know, Hummer H2. Anyhow, in this next challenge, we're going to compare how these vehicles deal with a side slope and what they're like when they go up a banked incline and over a steep hill. So we're going to be testing their side slope ability and their approach, breakover and departure angles. So let's go first of all with driving on a side slope, which should be quite interesting. Okay, ready when you are. How's your repaired Hummer, by the way?
It's all right. I don't like the colour though.
You crashed it so hard that it went white with fright. Anyway, here he goes. So the Hummer H2 has a side slope angle of 40 degrees, which is pretty impressive. As you can see, it's coping nicely with this slope. Here we go. Now with the Hennessey Mammoth. Unfortunately, I don't know the side slope for this. If you do, let me know in the comments. Gosh, almost lost my bottle of water. Fortunately, being an American pickup truck, there are endless cup holders to put it in. Right, let's move around to the next part of the challenge, which is going up a hill, but at an angle. I won't lose traction, but let's find out. Oh, I just walked that, no problem at all. And now we go to the hill. So the Hummer H2 has an approach angle of 40 degrees, also has a really manoeuvrable turning circle. I'm not going to be able to do that. It's got a breakover angle of 24 degrees and a departure angle of 37 degrees. I'm going to have to do a 3-point turn. So the approach angle of this is not so good, it's 30 degrees. Breakover is just 22 and departure 24. Hopefully I'll be all right though. Don't bottom out. God, that Hummer's just roasted through the course. It's very nimble and agile. Oh! Bit of groundage outage. Still did all right though. So Paul, how's the Hummer now it's been fixed?
Drives lovely.
We've made it a little bit more agile.
I think it's gone on diet as well.
So then Darren, which did best at that? The Hummer or the Hennessey Mammoth?
The white Hummer
Yeah.
was slightly more unstable than the Hennessey.
That Hummer's actually heavier, it's 3 tons. Why would that be?
We took the bag out of the back.
Ah, okay.
Roco wrangle was slightly less on this, mainly because of the length of the vehicle, but on the control and the speed, this was a lot smoother.
Scores.
2 for the Hennessey, 1 for the Hummer.
So that means then that the total score is 9 for the Hennessey Mammoth and 4 for the Hummer H2. Let's move on to the final challenge. But if you'd rather watch another video where we actually put a Hummer H1 through its paces in a tug of war challenge, click on the pop-out banner up there or follow the link in the description below. If not, stick with this video. Now we come to our final challenge, which is a test of power and traction, because we're going to be driving these big trucks up a steep and rocky slope, and the rocks are quite loose, so you have to keep your momentum up, which is easier said than done with these big cars. Anyway, if you'd rather watch some American trucks compete in a drag race, click on the pop-out banner up there for the link in the description below. It's a really, really cool race, featuring, among other things, a Ford F-150 Raptor. Anyway, if not, let's get on with this hill climb event. Right, and go on, Paul, go for your life. I'm expecting him to come back down shortly.
Hang on, I can do it.
Oh, it's so close. Oh, you've given up, you're having to come back. Yeah, you might want to save some clutch for the journey home. We haven't got time to fix your Hummer again.
I'm not giving up yet.
He smashed it. Yes, that was wicked. You did it, Paul, that looked awesome. You flew up that time.
Must have found some more horses.
I'm gonna go into manual mode and control the gear shifts myself. Here we go. 4-wheel drive low, get into second gear, get some momentum up. Well, it got up and I think it was like sending rocks out the back like a howitzer.
That was an aggressive drive, but she achieved the goal.
Yeah, was it too aggressive?
When it started to spin, if you ease off very slightly,
Yeah.
she should have bit in and pulled up, but she achieved the goal.
Which wins, the Hennessey or the Hummer?
Afraid the Hummer failed on this one.
Okay, so that means 2 points to the Hennessey, 1 point to the Hummer. And that means that overall, when all said and done, the total scores are 11 for the Hennessey and 5 for the Hummer H2. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, give it a like. If you want to watch more videos, click on the windows there. If you want to find out how much your car is really worth, just click on the box there to go to Carwow, just upload some photos, give a brief description, then our dealers will bid on your car and you can see how much you can get for it. And if you want it, you can sell to one of them completely free of charge, doesn't cost you anything to do. So check that out. Anyway, thanks for watching.